What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Shout out to the Poodle Pillow, you know, courtesy of my mom. We have a lot of poodle experience. Rest in peace to one of our poodles, and the other one is still alive. Anyways, so I'm doing a message about God, the universe, the creator, the force, Buddha, Allah, whatever you want to call it. So personally, I have, had a lot of experience growing up in the church, religion, everything, going in, with my family and everything, baptism, a whole lot of different stuff, church activities for years, and then going along the way, life happens and I start, choosing not to go or choosing to question my reality more and more. And anyways, the point I'm making is just I've broadened my horizon over, you know, my spirituality. I've transcended from religion to spirituality, honestly. Not knocking anything about religion or anything. You know, it's just I'm being, I've realized that I am a spiritual being, and like it's a massive universe and I'm super young. And on this awakening voyage, it does help us to wonder a lot, about what all is out there because it's such a massive universe and even the ocean, people aren't even going deep into the ocean or into uncharted territory, this and that, because, that's new land, honestly, new territory. W- we're having to like come up with new inventions and ways to like get this stuff together. Like I don't know if people went to the moon or not. I'm open to being the first to go outer space. Honestly, that would be really cool. They call me Sky, anyways. So like, I don't know. It's just like when you do look at the moon, all the stars. When you're freeing yourself from the so-called matrix, whatever, of healing yourself, of being, mentally trapped and poor health and everything, and just stuck in like a concrete jungle. When you start like breaking free from that and like reconnecting to your roots, to nature, this and that, then you do start getting some deep visions. They call it DMT, like we naturally produce like the spirit molecule, DMT or whatever. And honestly, all of the other stuff that people, go out and look for, our bodies are supposed to be producing this naturally, so I guess some people do that because maybe they're really malnourished or whatever. Anyways, so like when you expand and strip away all the concrete, this and that, and you start being, you know, a child again, like an imaginative spirit, where you're not believing in fairy tales, you're actually wondering about true, real life magic, something you haven't seen before. That's honestly probably what everyone internally, deep down, is really desiring, is something they haven't seen before. That's hence what evolution is, like me, I'm vegan, and it's been a whole process. I don't know all the foods. I'm aware there's many different plants. I haven't even been in the Amazon rainforest or any of that stuff. So I can only imagine what all is out there, that's not just in the store, here at Whole Foods or the dollar store or Walmart or whatever. I'm talking about like stuff without a barcode, you know. I'm excited to travel and experience that. And the point I'm making is like, when we're, unlocking ourselves, breathing once again, we're able to finally start visualizing and connecting to our true natural essence, hence we may get real cool visions, dreams, whatever. And like, don't doubt it at all because you know how you feel internally, your heart, your spirit, your blood pressure, all that stuff. So listen to it. You know what I mean? It can manifest. And like, that's what I was saying. The whole vegan thing is pure evolution because when you're going 20 years or however long, excuse me, like putting in the fuel that doesn't serve you, then when you're going forward, correcting that, righting your wrongs, this and that, then you're able to be on the true path of evolution. You're living a karma-free life. And I'm living a karma-free life, because I'm being consistent with this. It was a process. It wasn't just boom, I just cut everything out. It's been a process, and it still is a process, to be honest, because, I'm having to mix it up. Like there's some people who only are raw foodists, like they'll only just eat strawberries, and that's it. And that's cool. I love strawberries. I'll eat all the strawberries in the world, And then there's some people who just love eating tofu, and green beans and rice, and that's cool too. I'll eat that too. And some people they just love vegan pizza and vegan ice cream or whatever. And honestly, I'll eat that too. I'll eat all the vegan food possible, to be real. And I'm just saying, like, it's a path of evolution, though. I'm seeing my body transform, like, out of the cocoon, literally. Healing is very interesting, especially when you're going in alignment, like I am, into nature world and whatnot. You're discovering things. That's what we're here to do is discover, to have self-discovery, to evolve, to progress, to learn newness, not just wake up, turn on the TV, eat popcorn, take a shower, flip burgers at a job and then go home, eat and go to sleep. It's not that. There's more out there. And it's, I guess, levels of unlocking these mysteries of the universe. But it's out there. Like it's worthwhile to dream, to imagine of something miraculous, to be honest. Like not no fairy tale stuff. I'm talking about something that you haven't seen before. And that's probably what everybody has within them, just different sensitivity towards this. For me, is very high because I'm honestly a free spirit. If we want to talk about numerology, this and that, I'm a free spirit life path. You know what I'm saying? Five, life path five. So with that being said, like, you know, I'm able just to be free, and like with that being said, like, I'm able to be adventurous, and I'm always a whole lot of energy within me, and I'm like honestly, the gatekeeper. That's, it was written, honestly. I'm able to delve and cross audiences and delve in the world, like dive into the world, like, universally is what I'm saying, not just discriminating towards one crowd or anything like that, So like, with that being said, I'm always hungry for newness, new life, new nature, new stuff that truly brings a smile from within me, without force, just real genuine nature. You know what I mean? That's something I've noticed that's been cool with me. Y'all ever notice that sometimes you're around people and they may be smiling or this or that, and like you don't feel anything to smile, but then there's some, like, the smiles, they just happen fluidly, naturally, without you even thinking about it. That's a real connection, a real smile, and like, I know it's super random. It's just like, dare to dream. They talk about it's a simulation, this and that, all this, hoopla, whatever, getting way too analytical. Okay, let's keep it real. I'm here right now, and I'm here to live an extremely long life. It was written, Maktub. So with that being said, like I'm supposed to be able to learn, to grow, to evolve, to expand. And that's how I'm aware. that there will be newness, even better than a fairy tale. So I'm encouraging other people to keep that faith, that fire, that drive within you, no matter what you're going through, because don't let these people talk, try to rain on your parade or anything. Dance in the rain. Honestly, your inner world is special to you, and like they say, love is the last hope for humanity. It's true because that's the only thing, our soul, our spirit, our heart, that's the only thing that's going to transcend, that's going to go on to wherever we go, next. And that's worth fulfilling. That's worth manifesting. That's worth believing in. That's worth having faith in. That's worth, you know, striving for, to be honest, is just that. Because a lot of us realize, no matter how much material stuff you have, it will be a whole lot better when you are able to have family, have a loved one, have children, et cetera, to genuinely share it with, where you're not rushing around, where you're not angry, arguing all the time, where you're not separated, but when y'all are all on the same page harmoniously, that's something I've realized. And that's what's important to me, to be honest, because that's what makes sense. That's something I have noticed. They call it the hero's journey, and like that's the phase like when you're leaving the matrix school system and you're going out searching for meaning. A man search for meaning. That's like a book by somebody. And you go through existentialism, wondering what is the purpose of life. Obviously, you realize we're here to reproduce and have a family, have children, this and that. And at the same time, there's so many other things going on this planet, and you realize that you have to go within, you know, and that's something I had to realize too, because it's a lot of people rushing and racing around, and you may think they have the answers continuously, and then you may tag along with them, and then you realize, hey, they're not you. You know what I'm saying? So they don't dictate how your life goes. You know what's best for you. And that's the point I'm making. And like God, the universe, spirituality, Buddha, whatever, I just say the universe. Sometimes I say God, or sometimes I say nature. I really say nature is God, to be honest, because, you know, the whole color spectrum, energy spectrum, whatever you want to call it, is able to relate with what I'm speaking about when I say nature is God, the universe, whatever you want to say, because people are able to relate. People realize that freedom is our birthright. People realize that how much more amazing is it to be gazing at all the stars in the sky, you know, on a beach at night, with the loved one. Stuff like that. Like that's so priceless, to be honest. Yes, there's a matrix. Yes, there's a city. Yes, there's cars. Yes, there's buildings and all that stuff. It's just everybody intuitively and naturally knows deep within. Some people it's way deep up in them. They forgot. I'm just saying like us very highly awake and highly sensitive ones, we realize that, it's nature is the truth. It's liberating. So I say nature is God, nature is the universe, whatever. And I have my own connection with source, with love energy, with nature, with Mother Earth, whatever you want to call it. It's some divine intelligence out there. And we would be fools just to think that we know it all and that, this is it, you know, that this is it. That's so boring, especially when you're young, like I am, and to think that this is it. No, you got to realize that settling has to scare you for you to understand that we're designed to evolve and explore and innovate and be pioneers. I'm an Aries. We are the first of the zodiac, you know, pioneers, whatever you want to call it. So I'm interested in learning about all this deep, esoteric, holistic, magical stuff for real, because it's what brings life to us, newness to us. So, anyways, One love. Y'all have a great night. It's Eternal Authenticity broadcasting live. Peace.